welcome to Ptertain TV. My name's Kevin J. Moore. Now, sex bomb Sir Tom Jones has been in the news recently because his song Delilah has been cancelled by the Welsh Rugby Union. A report on BBC website said that the Scottish singer Lewis Capaldi performed the song at a show in Cardiff on Wednesday night, hours after the news broke. So it really shows that Lewis Capaldi disagrees with the ban on the song Delilah, sung by Tom Jones. A Welsh police chief said that, or was quoted as saying on the website, that at a time when 2 women a week are killed by a partner or an ex, it's time to sing something else. Very strong words from a Welsh police chief. I printed a copy of the lyrics and I'm going to make some comments about them later on. I printed a copy here. But first, let's have a listen to a short segment from GB News about the song. Michelle Dewberry is the host, Dubes. And we're going to look at that and we're going to listen and we're going to give some comments about it. So let's listen to the clip.
I thought I would do something a little bit different tonight, given that it is Friday, because there's a particular story. I'm handing these out to my wonderful panel. There's a particular story that really caught my eye this weekend, and I don't know whether or not you saw it. It's about a song that many of us might have knocked out once or twice, a little bit of karaoke. I can certainly put my hands up and say that I have, that has now been forbidden from being sung anymore by the choir at the Welsh, how do you say it, Principality Stadium. This is all about the song Delilah, as it's known. Why? Apparently Tom Jones, of course, was the man that sang it. Apparently now it's risen concerns that it's all about domestic violence. I've got it with us, chaps. Shall we just remind the audience of the song?
Oh, you're
Shall we? No, I'm not
They'll
kidding.
all switch off if I sing.
No, they won't. No, you won't.
I
right.
think you should do a solo.
Should we just... Right.
We'll join in for the chorus.
Let's just do the chorus then. Are you ready?
You first.
Right.
You first, you're doing it on your own.
OK, so what we'll do is we'll just remind you all of the song and then we can discuss whether or not it should be banned. Are you ready, you three?
Can I just apologise for the singing in this report? That some viewers may find it distressing.
Right, 3, 2, 1, let's just do the chorus. They've got the lyrics, because I thought to myself they won't sing, because they'll say they haven't got the lyrics. You ready?
Go.
My Delilah. Come on at home. Why, Delilah? Now, I put it to you that is pretty much the only part of the song that anybody knows,
sings.
because it goes on and it goes on and it goes on, and you cannot remember even the tune, let alone the words. But long story short, the song is all about this fella. He drives up to his girlfriend's house, looks through the window, she's with another guy. When he comes out, the guy leaves, and the man kills Delilah. He stabs her, basically. So, yeah, they can't sing it anymore.
Can I just say, if you're still watching after that, I really must commend you. And don't forget to like and subscribe and get me to 1,000 subscribers. That'd be very, very important. So Jubes is correct, isn't she, when she says that she's heard it lots of times. I'm the same. I've heard it lots of times, that song lots of times, but I've never really noticed the lyrics until now. Let's listen to some more of the video.
What do you think to this, Paul Embry?
It's just one of these crackpot stories, isn't it, that do the rounds from time to time, where people jump on a particular band.
We've got a beers and a Prosecco's in, by the way, for this particular segment.
I saw, by the way, I think the Chief Constable of David Powys Police Force in Wales was on Twitter yesterday defending it, saying why it's right that it should be banned. And you just think to yourself, well, OK, where does that end then? Because if you're saying that any song that contains lyrics about violence and death and, whatever, and, some of it is pretty gory, I think we would probably accept that.
But nobody even knows the full song.
Well, that's probably true. But when you look also at opera, when you look at certain national anthems, when you look at rap music, when you look at poems, an enormous number contain, lyrics verses about violence and death. Do we go on this slippery slope where we end up banning every one of them? No, of course we don't. In which case, why are we targeting?
Games,
Yeah.
Why are we going
just
to Tom
thinking
Jones?
Paul is, of course, right. There's many songs that are far worse than this song, Delilah by Tom Jones. Far worse. In fact, many modern songs prescribe filth and violence. So why target this song?
We want to go through all the other sort of the teams that'll play in the Six Nations. I mean, the Scottish national anthem is all about beating the English in war. I know they go on a lot about that. It only happened once or twice, but still, that's not exactly a safe topic, is it? You know, the English, you know, they sing "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot," which is technically cultural.
Do you want to sing it for us?
I don't want to submit everybody to that. But that's a slave song from the deep south. They used to sing that on the plantations. Isn't that cultural appropriation? Shouldn't that be banned? Of course not, but I'm sure somebody will argue for it. You can always find reasons why something has got to be banned or somebody will be offended. The New Zealand national team do an actual war dance before they play rugby. Is that particularly, you know, okay? Is that fair? I don't know.
Benedict makes another good point, doesn't it? He says that refers to a song called "Swing Low, Sweet Chariot." It was a song that has slave origins in the slave trade in America. But of course, nobody singing that song is thinking about slavery or advocating it. In fact, that song was started to be sung around 1987. Fans at Twickenham sang the song during the Middlesex Sevens tournament when Martin Chariots Offier, whose nickname is a play on the words of the sporting films Chariots of Fire, played. And the song became popular among England supporters when Chris O'Ty scored a hat-trick against Ireland. That's from the Standard website, the newspaper called the Standard. So the origins of songs, and if you go into the origins of every song, really, a lot of songs that we've seen, especially older songs, may have unsavoury origins. But that doesn't mean you say you ban them. I mean, there's a song called Amazing Grace, lots of people like singing that. It's a very popular song. But, you know, don't stop singing it because it was written by a slave trader, do you? People don't look at the origins in that sense, they're just singing it today. As for the song Delilah, it's actually telling a story, isn't it? It's not prescribing, it's describing. Also, on a positive note, the song is highlighting that there are consequences for violent actions. The line towards the end of the song says, "So before they come and break down the door." That's a clear reference to the police arresting the perpetrator of that crime described in the song. But these days, with all the cancellations, it's not unusual, is it, for things to be banned? But what do you think? Do you think it's right to be banned? Do you think it should be banned? Or is the Welsh Rugby Union overreacting? Consider again, the song is not promoting violence. It's just describing a situation, not prescribing. I hope you enjoyed this content and I ask you to like and subscribe to the channel. Get me to 1,000 subscribers. Share the vids that I do with all your friends and family on every social media outlet you have access to. Together, we can do this. Like the High School Musical say, we're all in this together. Also consider supporting me on Patreon or PayPal. The links are in the description to this video. Thanks for watching.